Shalom, I'm going to make this real brief, real quick. Giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Al-Shai, Bashem, Rakakudah, Shalom to the 144,000 the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, even the scholars say that hell is the grave. So I went here, I put in Luke 16:23, and let me go to it. It says, in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Now, when you read this commentary, they're going to say that hell and heaven is in the same place. Like one part of it is heaven, and the other part is hell. So when we're in, according to that, when we're in heaven, we're going to see, hell, and we're going to see people tormented. Like it says in Revelation 14 and in somewhere else, but Revelation 14 is one of the precepts where it says that you're going to be tormented in hell, fire, and brimstone in the presence of the Lord and in the presence of the angels. Give me a second. And this right here is not for the men of GMS that been in this thing for a while that understand the scriptures. This is for you newer people and some of you people that are looking for a camp. And the main reason why we keep bringing this out to ad nauseum is so that when the truth comes out, you can't say, oh, if somebody had explained it to me the right way, or well, GMS didn't explain it right. No, we explained it. We made it crystal clear. Like the grape thing. What's the brother? Maharaka, if I'm not mistaken. He used to be down with the HODCs out in the West. He teaches that the grape doctrine is real. And he made a statement. He said GMS didn't explain it. We did explain it. You just couldn't accept. You couldn't understand it. See, we shouldn't have to go to a grade school, a romper room level to make Jakes understand it. But you know what? You do have to do that. You have to come down to a kindergarten, first grade, romper room, Sesame Street level for Jake to get it. Because when you explain it, they still can't get it. Dull of hearing, man. Scriptures speak about quick understanding. Most the elect are of quick understanding. The ones that can't get it, what did you explain it again? And I can't get it, and you didn't explain it right. You're not one of the elect. You ain't supposed to get it. So this is Cambridge Bible for schools and colleges, and we have to bring this out because, the Bishop Nathaniel has started this new trend of that there's a real hell. And I'm going to say this again, as not just myself, but other apostles and teachers. I'll say teachers because we're all teachers. I said it many a time to say it right now. I know Apostle Ramla had recently said, and he lost it. He got mad. He said, we're the only ones, when somebody brings up some crazy doctrine, we're the only ones that come up to bat and say that it's wrong. Nobody else, not that I know of. None of these guys are going to say, well, the thing that Bishop Nathaniel taught about hell is wrong. All the camps, ISCPK, Sakari, this camp, that camp, HODC, whatever, Priest Danyala, you're supposed to all, because we're defending the gospel. So if somebody says, I'm an Israelite, I'm a prophet of the Lord, and Edomites can make it, you're supposed to pounce on them and say, no, Edomites cannot make it, and you bring out the scriptures to ad nauseum. So this is why we keep putting this up. So like I said, when the truth comes out, like the MOTB, when the truth comes out, you can't say, Oh, I didn't know. Nobody taught me. If somebody pulled me to the side and taught me, I would have got it. Well, you ain't going to get it unless you are the elect. So let me go ahead and read this. Now, even these scholars really don't understand the scriptures. So listen to this. It says in hell, rather in Hades, it's pronounced Hades or Hades, you can say. That word means the grave. You can look it up. It means the grave. It says Hades, which is represented as containing both paradise, which is heaven, and Gehenna. Gehenna is just the valley of Hinnom in the Greek. So you mean to tell me we're going to be in heaven and we're going to be able to look and see the people, like certain Jakes you're going to see. Remember that nigga? He didn't hear the word. Look at him. He burned his ass off. He said, please give me a glass of water. It's obvious that Luke chapter 16 is a parable for you dummies out there. I don't know what food Nate ate, Bishop Nathaniel ate. When he's taught that, he's clearly going off. See, you're saying that to her because you're jealous of Nate. Nope, I'm saying it because he's going off. And that's what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to defend the gospel. I'm supposed to reprove, rebuke. I did a video on that. With all long suffering and doctrine, meaning you're supposed to reprove with the doctrine. You say, look, you're going off. This is what it means. Let's go into the doctrine. If Edomites, if they say GOCC says Edomites can make it, well, GOCC, they're super bugged out. They're super bugged out. So anyway, it says, so they're saying right here, Cambridge Bible for Schools and Colleges, that Hades contains paradise and Gehenna. Gehenna is a thing on the earth. It's a garbage dump that was on that had a continued flame going up, and it's merely the Greek equivalent of the Hebrew word Sheol or Sha'awal, which means the grave. So how the hell are you going to get hellfire, your soul burns in hell, out of the word the grave or the pit? And there's no description in the Old Testament of a fiery flame where your soul burns in forever. Is the intermediate condition of the dead, meaning that's when you go to hell, you're burning. You might be burning for the next 20 years, and then when the judgment comes, you're going to really get judged. Now, what can be worse than being engulfed in flame forever? These people don't understand the scriptures. Condition of the dead between death and the final judgment. So they're saying anybody that's bad, they burn in hell, but then they're going to be brought back up to get the Most High put a worse judgment on them. Then being engulfed in flame forever and ever. The scene on earth is contrast with the reverse condition of the other world. The entire scenery and phraseology or words are Jewish and are borrowed from those which were current among the rabbis of the Messiah's day. Beyond the awful truth that death brings no necessary forgiveness. You shall have no forgiveness in this world, neither in the world to come. And therefore that the retribution must continue beyond the grave. We are not warranted in pressing the details of the imagery which was used as part of the vivid picture. Right, it's a parable. Luke 16 and verse 23, or Luke 16, where it speaks about the rich man and Lazarus, is a parable. And since the scene is in Hades, Hades meaning the grave, we cannot draw from it any safe inference as to the final condition of the lost, the state of devas may be, as Tertullian says, a prelibatio sententia, which means preliminary sentence, meaning you're being punished by being burnt in hell, but you're going to get the real judgment. And I believe that's Revelation 19, Revelation 20. But it is not as yet the absolute sentence. So you're burning in hell for 50 years. You're engulfed in flames for 50 years. You screaming your ass off. So the Most High said, well, that's not good enough. Let me bring you up, judge you, and let me put you in a deeper hell. And this just proves that these Bible scholars, they don't know this, they don't understand the scriptures. We're the top people. GMS are the top men of the Most High, hands down. Okay? Anyway, I don't got to read anymore. You try this one, Benson. And in hell, in Hades, which is the grave, or Hadas, this is in the unseen or invisible world. It must be observed that both the rich man and Lazarus were in Hades. So they're both in hell. Obviously, this is a parable. Though in different regions of hell. So heaven is really hell. And hell is really heaven. And neither, what's the old saying? He lifted up his eyes, being in torment. So these scholars don't know. They don't understand. If a scholar says, "I want to sit down and have a debate," we ain't going. Give me $150,000. Give me $500,000. I have a debate with you. You're nobodies. That's why Vocab got to come to us. We don't go to him. Vocab needs us. We don't need him. Sarnetta needs us. The Israelites. We don't need him. The truth stands on its own. And we're not concerned about the ones that can't get it. If you can't get it, Paul said, leave them ignorant. 1 Corinthians chapter 14. So any former One Western Israelite camp teaching that there's an actual hell that you burn in, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not dealing with you. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next one. Shalom.